Someone knocks at the door. Little Yorgos runs down the stairs to open it. A stranger has brought a letter for Mr. Giambattista Theotokis, Yorgos's grandfather. Yorgos goes upstairs to deliver the letter to his grandfather in the library. Giovanni Battista has recently arrived in Corfu from Athens and is staying at the house of his son, Nikolaos Andreas, the father of little Yorgos. Little Yorgos does not leave, but waits for his grandfather to open and read the contents. And indeed, opens the letter, unfolds it, reads, and smiles. "What does it say, grandfather? Who is it from?" Taking a deep breath, Ioannis reads. With the members of the committee and 3 founding members present, Mr. Ioannis Baptistis Theotokis, Senator of the Kingdom of Greece, proposed by Mr. Nikolaos Giallinas, was voted for and elected unanimously as a full member of the Corfu Reading Society. Bravo, grandfather! But how did you become a senator in Greece? When did you leave Corfu? How did you become involved in politics? Did you know Kapodistrias? Oh, Georgi, I look back on my life now, and it's hard to say whether it was more the people or the ideas that made me leave everything behind and get on the boat that morning and head to the mainland. Come on, tell me, how did you leave? He turns to Yorgos and reads to him. In November of 1821, 8 months after the outbreak of the revolution, I left on a boat from Kardaki for Paga. In secret, of course, as the British High Commissioner in Corfu forbade us from getting involved in what was happening opposite. I wanted to go to Messalongi to meet Alexander Mavrokordatos. I was desperate to join the struggle. From Parga, I headed for Messalongi, mostly on horseback but also on foot. I passed by Arta, saw plains and mountains, until I came to Etoliko, the lagoon, and Messalongi in the distance. However, Prince Mavrokordatos had already left for Argos for the First National Assembly. I went across to the Peloponnese in a small boat and began to walk to Corinth. I too would join the National Assembly. Grandfather, where did you spend the nights? There were some nights I slept outside under the stars, but I was also given lodging, Yorgos, by the kind and hospitable people in the villages I passed through. I also went by the Great Cave, from where Metropolitan Germanos blessed the revolution. I arrived in Corinth on Christmas Day, and 2 days later, I was in Piava, in Epidavros, where I found Mavrokordatos and the rest of the plenipotentiaries gathered for the General Assembly. What a feeling! Finally, the first constitution of modern Greece was signed on New Year's Day. And what did you do then, grandfather? My boy, the flame of freedom was burning brightly that year. But people were uneducated, disorganized, and often selfish and greedy. You see, for so many years, people had only cared for their own land, their place of origin. Now, a new patria called for our joint efforts. What do you mean? Yorgo, a homeland is, at first, just an idea, an aspiration. When that idea becomes reality, it should be backed by an administration, a sense of security. Those freedom fighters could scarcely read or write. How would they consent to obey decisions and laws? And do not forget the Turks. Where would they let us draw the borders of this homeland we had dreamed of? Then they should have found a leader who they could trust and obey. Exactly. That's why I wanted Count Capodistrias to come, for he was educated, he was experienced in politics and diplomacy, and was known throughout Europe. That is what I tried to achieve during those years. And what did the Turks do next? Within 5 months they had retaken Thebes, Athens and Corinth, and had reached Argos under Mahmud Pasha from Drama. Our boys stopped them at Argos in June 1822 by burning the crops and poisoning the wells. The Pasha retreated with his army back towards Corinth, but Kolokotronis was waiting for him in Vervenaikia and trounced him. Were you there? I was in Mili in Argos, and we were guarding 14 crates of silverware that we had collected from church donations in support of the struggle. And wouldn't you know, some magnates who were out looting tried to take it from us. But we got away. Why magnates, grandfather? In those days, my boy, things were complicated, and serving the public good requires both courage and tolerance. But that's enough for today. I have to prepare for the Reading Society, to thank them for the honor they are doing me through this election. Can I come with you? We will see.